Merry Christmas from Mediator Yemi. Yes, we are in that beautiful, happy, joyous season again. You know, the one where they go ho, 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 ho. No, we don't do that in mediation, but at least we try to keep a happy face. But you know one thing, as I wish all of you a Merry Christmas in this season, I want to tell you that Christmas, New Year, this festive season is actually the season of mediation. Now you're going to ask me how, and I'll tell you. You know, the first thing that we're told in the Bible, at least, that the angels said, they said, "Glory be to God in the highest." And that tells me that, look, listen, there is a central value system, there's a central value origin that governs. One thing that has interested me about mediation as I've gotten more and more into it is that if there is one area of the practice of law, if there is one area of the resolution of man's conflicts and disputes, it is that area where we recognize that there is a central value system. There's something that I want to call it almost absolute. It reminds me in the days when we studied jurisprudence, what we refer to as the ground norm. That central absolute thing that we all recognize as right or wrong. What mediation brings us to is recognizing that, look, we're not here to play gimmicks. We're not here to play technicalities. We're not trying to be smart. In mediation, we're not even looking for facts. We're not looking at the technical rules of evidence. We're looking for truth. And without offending those of other faith, you know, one of the things that Christmas talks about is the birth of Jesus Christ, who declared himself, he said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." And mediation, if it is not life, if it is not a way of life, if it is not a culture, it is nothing else. So we find this a good, glory be to God in the highest. It goes on. It says, and peace on earth. Mediation has one main goal: to bring peace where there's been conflict, to bring unity or reunion where there has been disagreement, to build a bridge. You know, it's one thing that I have come to appreciate. What makes me love mediation, what makes me passionate about it, is because mediation actually is a way of life. Or rather, let me put it this way, it can be a way of life. It can be the way you reason that, look, listen, life is not always about if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but actually what is proper, what is good in the circumstances, what the situation deserves. That's what mediation is about. So when it says peace on earth, oh, I wish the whole of this world were a world where mediation was our culture, mediation was our way of resolving disputes. Mediation is a way that dealt with, yes, our relationships. And that's why he says, and goodwill towards all men. One thing that mediation is about is restoring goodwill where it has been lost, and where it has not been lost, trying its best. It may not always be successful, but at least it tries its utmost best. That where goodwill has not yet been lost, it tries to ensure that it is not lost. And so when people come to mediation, one of the things that I try to do as a mediator is to ensure that in my mediation, I try to make the environment one that enables the parties to be at peace, so that I consider it a part of my objectives when I'm with warring parties, that no matter how distraught they are, no matter how at war they are, but that when we are seated in that mediation place, it should be an opportunity to sheath our swords, to hide our weapons, and to deal with each other as men and women of goodwill. And so every time I think of the Christmas, the New Year, these joyous seasons where we are thinking goodwill to men, oh come, let us adore him, and so forth, it actually tells me, oh Lord, if I may pray, oh that the world was a world where mediation was the way of life. Oh that the world was a world where mediation was a way of thinking, where mediation was a way of reflecting on our conflicts, where mediation actually is not just a process in court, but mediation, the mediation or the mediatory mindset becomes a way of life. It is something that we all have adopted and adapted. So when I say Merry Christmas, as I say Merry Christmas, as I say Merry Christmas, in my life, I'm saying to people, mediation Christmas, mediatory Christmas. Let us all adopt, let us all embrace mediation as a way of thinking, as a mindset. So, peace on earth, goodwill towards all men. Merry Christmas from Mediator.